Hello, I'm Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and I've made a new pick a card read for you. This time it's the Full Love Tarot, the Celtic Cross spread, Full Love Celtic Cross Tarot spread. Each one of these readings has a deeper dive, an extended reading that goes with it. So if you find that it is your story, it could be your story, you might want to get that deeper dive. In the deeper dive, I'm going to be revealing the outcome cards from this Celtic Cross spread. I will also be getting cards out from all of these decks at the back here, all of these romance decks, to give you further clarity on that. I'll be getting timelines, if that is applicable to your reading as well, of what's coming in for you. So if you're interested in that, towards the end of these readings, I'll be popping a link up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below as well. And that's where you can also find your timestamps to jump ahead to your reading. So all you need to do now is take your pick. Which one do you want? This is a timeless reading, so whenever you get into it is good. Do you want the crystal? This is a local crystal from my island here. I didn't find it, someone else did. The flower, slightly wilted. Frangipani there. Or the shell. Take your pick now. Don't forget to click like on this video down there as you're watching, and leave a comment as well. Really helps my channel out when you do that kind of stuff, as does clicking that subscribe button with that notification bell down there to hear more from me. I do a daily energy update. I do 3 of these Love Pick a Card reads a week. I also go live 3 times a week as well in my Psychic Cafe show. In that show, I will either do a channeling live twin flame reading, or I give messages for each star sign, Aries through Pisces. Go along to that sometime. I also give mini reads in there as well for donations. Would love to see you in there. You can find the next shows laying in wait on my YouTube channel by clicking Be Healing down there. Well, jump ahead to your reading. Enjoy it. I'll see you in there. So if you chose the crystal along with the Lightseers Tarot, then this one's for you. Let's find out what's going on in your love life. Do your full Celtic Cross spread. Now, as always, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That is an extended reading that goes with this. If you find that this is your story, it could be a story, you might want to get that, because in that I'm going to reveal the outcome cards from this Celtic Cross spread. I will also be getting cards out from all of these decks out back here, the romance decks, to give you more clarity and get you some guidance here, possible timelines as well about when things can happen. So if you're interested in that, toward the end of this reading, I'll be popping a link for that up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So what's this reading all about for crystals and their love life? Let's find out. Crystals, what have you got going on in your love life? Guys, what do you want to tell us about crystals' love life at the moment? Work. 8 of Pentacles, the work that you put in and the rewards that you reap from the work that you put in with regards to relationships. So that's what this reading is all about. It's about what kind of work are you putting into relationships. Is that benefiting you? Are you getting the results back? Are you getting the same kind of loving back? Are you getting the same kind of people that are giving you that same kind of loving back, or not? Are you putting a lot of work into relationships and it's not getting you back what you want? That's what the reading's all about. Keep on watching if that sounds like it could be of use to you. If you've got some kind of imbalance going on there, is what it feels like. What's crossing you in this is the Hanged Man, needing to change your mind about it. Okay, so changing your mind. This is, I'm not so sure. Am I choosing the right kind of person? I'm not so sure. I want this kind of person, or I want that kind of person. This is a kind of energy where, say, you know what you want, right? You want to be loved, right? But how do you choose someone that's going to be able to love you right? You might have gone for someone just with your heart kind of thing, and you had kind of a close bond with them emotionally, but they were never on top of the stuff, never paying the bills. They couldn't take you out or anything like that. They didn't have a lot of effort to put in. And they might have been quite poor too, and all of that. And then you might think, okay, well, that wasn't the right choice for someone to love me right. Maybe I need to go for someone that's rich. And so you go for someone that's rich, but then you find, and it keeps on going like that. You might be flip-flopping, changing your mind about the kind of person that can give you the relationship that you want. Choosing people through different criteria, maybe sometimes based on your mind, sometimes based on your heart, sometimes rich, poor, sometimes just like picking those outward details from someone, and then changing your mind about it, like, well, that didn't give me what I wanted, I should choose the opposite this time. It's got that kind of a feel to it. Have you been doing that? Let me know in the comments below. How do things appear on the surface of it for crystals? King of Pentacles. So it feels like you're choosing someone that's really stable, right? So someone that's got money, stability, Perhaps they've got a house, they've got a job, they're holding it down. They seem like stable. If someone's stable like that, doesn't that mean that they will be good for a relationship? Well, not necessarily. Depends whether they prioritize a relationship. Someone that's prioritizing work and money might not be the same person that's prioritizing relationships. They might be too. But I wouldn't say it's a good gauge. Not to say it's a bad thing to choose, but that's how it appears on the surface. It appears that you're focusing or choosing people that have this stability, work, money, that kind of thing. They've got what it takes to stick at something. That's good, isn't it? It's good that someone shows you that, but does it mean that they can love you right? What's really behind that is Nine of Swords now. But it's anxiety. This is sleepless nights. It's anxiety. It's not. They're not loving you right. So whether you're in a relationship at the moment and they're not loving you right, or this is what you've been choosing each time, it's going for someone. Sorry about the construction noise, by the way. They're building a place right behind mine right now. You might not be able to hear it, but I can. Nine of Swords is behind that, so there's anxiety, overthinking. Overthinking, yeah, it could be. Overthinking it. I don't think you're going terribly wrong if you're choosing types like the King of Pentacles. But there might be an extra layer on top of that to know what to choose. Anyway, let's see if we can get there. The past energy. I'm not going to take those because I didn't ask. What's the past? Recent past for crystals. What's in the recent past for crystals? It was them. What was the other one? It wasn't that. But that's coming out. Anyway. Okay, so your judgment, your discernment, how you're choosing. And burdens, putting those burdens down. So you feel like you're putting the burdens down each time. A relationship ends because you realise it's not right for you. They're not giving you what you want. So you end that relationship, you put those burdens down. You try and choose better. But then you're not sure whether you have chosen better. Remember, Hangman here is what's holding you back. It's like, but I'm not sure. Am I choosing right this time? This might even be holding you back from getting into a relationship. So you're trying to figure out whether someone's going to be able to love you right before you get into a relationship, to even get into a relationship with them in the first place. You can't do that. You can make good decisions like based on what you can see from someone before they get into a relationship, but the only way to know if someone's going to love you right is to give them a go, get into a relationship with them, and then look to the evidence there. There's only so much evidence you can collect about someone before you actually get into a relationship and find out, do they make an effort? Do they love me right? You need to be in a relationship to find that out. So yeah, I think in the past energy there, what it's saying is you're trying to decide on someone before you even get into a relationship. As if there's some magical way to find out whether someone's going to give you what you want in a relationship without getting in a relationship with them. I don't think there is. Not even with readings. Especially not with readings. You best be going off evidence that the person's giving you than readings, for sure. Okay, what's coming in the near future for you? Near future for crystals. What's the near future? Oh no. Sorry, but you got the heartbreak card. Ouch, more heartbreak. Well, the way to success is through failure. The only difference between successful people who've actually made it and unsuccessful people is that the successful people have failed more times, but they never give up. They never let that disappointment stop them and cause them to give up. Now, the same thing is true with relationships. Who's in a good relationship? How did they get there? Well, they got there by dating a lot of people. They got there by getting in a relationship with a lot of people and having more failures than you've had. Now, this suggests to me that you're taking it way too personally. You're getting way too involved with people too soon. You're going all in on relationships before they're giving you the evidence that it's worth going all in on them. And therefore, your heart gets broken each time because you get disappointed when you find out that it's not it. Instead of going, oh, they're not it. Go on a few dates. They're not it. They're not making enough effort. I'm not going to make that about me. As if they could make the effort, but they're not. I'm going to take them on face value. This person is not in the place at the moment in their life, in themselves right now, to make effort in relationships. They're not for me. Yeah? Nothing about you at all. And you can brush that off. But you're taking it to heart here. which suggests that you put too much into a relationship too soon before you got the evidence that they are it, and that they can, and that they will, and that they even want that. It's just so important to find somebody who wants the same thing as you, that's compatible with you and all of that, and is making the effort and wants to make the effort, and they are making the effort, and they need to show you, and that needs all evidence. It's all evidence. It's way too many people, and the kinds of people that watch videos like this, way too many of you are trying to divine, is that the right person? And then completely ignore all the evidence that they're not, and then try and make them, teach them to be, or fix it to be the right person. That's not the way to do it. You need to approach it in a completely different way. Like, I am going out there, I know exactly what it is that I want, what I offer in relationships, what I want back from relationships, and then go out there and get to know people until I find that one that it is. You will have a connection with the one that it is. There will be feeling there between you. But the feeling and that connection is not enough to have a relationship, all of that. And so you need to approach this in a completely different way of, I'm going to go out there and then get to know people as they are. That's unconditional love, by the way. As they are, and are they the right person for me? Are they the person that I would choose? Like you would choose anything. I don't know. Are you a person that goes shopping and you look at the back of labels for the nutrition label? Are you that kind of person? Maybe you're not. Maybe you just wing it when you go shopping too. But if you are the kind of person that looks at the nutrition labels and what ingredients are in the food, and you discern on that, do the same thing in relationships. Choosing, I don't know, what's important to you. What is the thing that you would, of course you would get all the evidence first before you make a decision. There will be something in your life that's important to you like that. You're not just winging it for everything, are you? And so apply the same principles that you use for that. Look at their labels. Look at what they've got in them, all the evidence. Get all the evidence from people before you invest your heart in them. What is this reading also about? It's like the Eight of Pentacles. It's about all the work that you're putting in for no reason. That's what this reading is about. You're putting so much work into relationships that should be a no before you've even started. Page of Pentacles. It's about the very start of offers that come in. Okay, this is what the reading is about as well. So, Pages of Pentacles is right at the start of a journey, right? Just in the outset. It's like a thought becomes word, and a word becomes, adds action to it, and then the action manifests. This is a thought before it becomes word or action or anything like that. So, right at the outset of a relationship seems to be where you're tripping up. So it's when you first see someone, when you first catch each other's eye and you have those feelings, that's where the problem lies. So if you can have a reframe here of, okay, we are all one, right? We're all one. You should feel a connection with everyone, really, right? And so that goes out the window. If you're feeling connection with everyone, you shouldn't be in a relationship with everyone. That would be ridiculous. So, okay, I'm going to have feelings for everyone, or a lot of people. That's okay. Doesn't mean anything at all. Can't make it mean. That glint in their eye and the glint in my eye, I can't make that mean that they're the right person for me with absolutely no evidence. That's like judging a book by its cover. That's like, just going in the supermarket and it's like, oh, that's a nice display. That food must be really good for me. No. It's probably the worst garbage ever. They're trying to, push it on people, and so they're making it look bright and shiny and all of that in the packaging and in the display. The start should just be the start. It's like, okay, there's a glint in that person's eye. Let's get to know them better. Let's find out something about them, and let's perhaps go on a few dates to see how they are relating to me and see if they've, go collecting the evidence. So this Page of Pentacles is telling me you're getting involved right from the start when you shouldn't be. I'm not saying don't go down that path. Absolutely to go down that path, but don't get your heart involved until they've earned it. You can do it as well, because I heard all your energies saying, or some of your energies saying, I can't do that, I just get involved. No, you don't. It's a dysfunction of you. It's not your personality. It's a dysfunction. It's not your personality. And I know that because I was that, and I'm not that anymore. I'm not that anymore. I wait for evidence. Oh, my heart wants to get involved still. Yeah, of course. I want to be loving. I want to be open like that, as if we live in an ideal world, like a utopia. But we don't, and so we can't be like that. You have to wait for evidence from them. You have to keep on pulling yourself back from doing that. What are your fears? Manifesting this. Again, it's like that. I'm worried about making a choice. Is this the right person or not? I'm worried about manifesting it. What if I manifest this and then it's the wrong relationship for me? What are your fears? Any more fears? Page of Cups, right? Now, I was talking about the Page of Pentacles before, like very start of an offer kind of thing. There's something there. Page of Cups is completely different. This is you. This is like, woo, Fantasyland, pigs will fly. Oh my God, they're perfect for me when you've only seen their face. You know, it's just total fantasy. This. So your fears are, okay, this is telling me that you already know this stuff that I'm telling you, but you still don't know how to manage yourself in that. Is that right? So you're scared of manifesting it because you're kind of scared of yourself being in Fantasyland like this. You slip into this, don't you, over and over again. You're like, I'm not going to do that. You know, you have this heartbreak and stuff. You're like, I'm going to choose properly this time. And then the next person shows up and you're like, oh my God, I think they're my twin flame. And then you just go do the same thing again. So you're wary of yourself now. Your hopes, what are your hopes? What are your hopes? It's the first step, right? You're hoping for clarity, someone that's clear about you. Right, so you think it's about them and the clarity, and it kind of is, yeah. So you're looking for someone that's clear, right? That knows what they want. And you don't want someone that just knows what they want, because someone might know that they want to be a player. You want someone that knows what you want and that is in alignment with you, that wants the same things as you. So you're looking for someone that's got that clarity but wants the same things as you. Well, maybe you need to devise a questionnaire for the first date. The most poignant questions to find out if someone is on the same page as you, and so that you can ditch them faster and not get involved. Feels to me like this is a numbers game, right? It's like being in this business. The reason that I do YouTube videos is to get in front of so many of you, that those of you that resonate with me will get the deeper dives or get the private readings with me, right? That's what fuels my business. And it's just a matter of getting in front of enough people's eyes for the right people to come through. And it's the same with dating too. Is you just need the numbers to come through. You need to get to know people. It's a numbers game. If say 1,000 people need to view me before one person will get a reading, one of those people, so it's 1 in 1,000. Perhaps you need to go on 1,000 dates, not 1,000 dates, but 1,000 seeing people. Could it be them? Oh no, it's not them. They don't even have a job. Could it be them? No, it's not them. They're really angry. Could it be them? You know, it's like you don't have to go on dates with them, or you can get rid of some before you've even gone on dates with them. But it's a numbers game. It feels like a numbers game to me. And there is magic in the universe, but often the magic in the universe is to teach you a lesson kind of thing, for you to be in control of yourself and your life and make really good decisions for yourself. There's nothing better than that. And you know, so let me repeat that. The universe is not trying to magically give you what it is that you're asking for. The universe is trying to magically put in front of you the lessons so that you can manifest what it is that you want. You do it, right? So that you choose right, so that you're the strong person that can do that. Otherwise, right, if we would go through life and we'd all be winning the lotto, right? If it was about the money, we'd all be winning the lotto, but that's not the way it is. The money's held back from us until we start doing what it is, sharing our gifts that we love sharing, and then the money comes in, right? It's not about the stuff that we want. It's about us growing and becoming who we are, and this is exactly the same in relationships too. So you're hoping for the King of Swords, someone with clarity, but you want someone with clarity that is on the same page as you. You're looking for the one that wants the same things as you. Now they're going to have a very similar character to you then. If they've got the same kind of morals, and if they're compatible with you, they're going to be very similar to you. So know thyself first, and then know how to discern, how to notice who is just like that too. Like for myself, I'm very self-disciplined, like off the charts. I hang around a lot with professional athletes now, and they ain't a patch on me. They don't even have as much self-discipline as I do. And I know that that is a part of me. I'm really self-disciplined. And it's too much for everyone else. I'm too much for everyone else. I can't go out with normal people because of that. I've got to go out with one of my type. And so that's really good for me to know, right? Because then what am I looking at? Well, I'm looking for people that have got self-discipline. Now, you might find them in the army and the police, that kind of thing. I might. Some of them aren't, but some of them are. More likely to find someone, or in the gym, like professional sports person, that there are some things that people do that are a match to that. You need to go through the same process of knowing yourself, knowing what's truly for you, and then thinking, where would someone like that be? Go look in that places, and then your numbers game is going to be so much easier. So much easier. There's still going to be a whole load of no's in there, but it's going to be so much easier. I don't get stuck on the ones that aren't available either, thinking that they're the only ones out there that are a match to you. Yes, there might be some that are a match to you that aren't available. Is that what the King of Pentacles is about? You found someone that's got that stability and all of that, and they do want to commit because they're already committed to someone else. And that's what is breaking your heart. Well, you found that person, just keep on looking. There will be one that is available. That is a really important thing. A really important thing is for them to be available, right? Yeah, for some of you, that's what it is here. That's what this reading is about, is that you got stuck on someone. Yeah, perhaps your selection process is getting really good now, but then you found someone that is a match to you, but they're not available. And you've got stuck on them, and that's what's breaking your heart, instead of going, oh, I'm so close now. I've got my selection criteria going real good because I found someone that's almost exactly it, but I need to add to my list. They're available. So important. They're available. They will put the work in as much as I do. The work is not to resolve issues and make them different, or to change me or to change you. The work is we are compatible, and then we make an effort in the relationship. Then it will be amazing balls. What are your hopes? What else are your hopes? Hopes to not know. You're hoping for, it's like you're hoping for magic to happen still. It feels to me like you think that this is outside of your realm, outside of your capability. It's like, I know I've tried this and I can't choose for myself, and the universe has to do it magically for me. So you're handing all your power away. That is not going to get you a good anything when you hand your power away. No, you got this. You got this. Everything in your life, you have the power within you already to get that for yourself. And any kind of magic that happens around you is to show you that you've got the power. You've got the power to manifest crap as well in your life. And sometimes we're shown that too. Take your power. Okay, so let's get your outcome cards out. There's your number one outcome card. I like to get a few, that's good, a few outcome cards out so it tells a story of your progression forward here. And I'll reveal these in the deeper dive, in that extended reading. I'll also be getting cards out from all of those love decks back there as well to give you further clarity. Let's give you some more help. There's your second outcome card. Nice. I'm going to get one or two more. Oh, nice. Well, I need another one. Oh, I'll do like your cards here that you got coming out. There we go. Okay, you got 4 outcome cards here that tell quite the story there. If you want to find out what they are, you can get that deeper dive. So if you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. Let's just change this up there. And there's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. Let's get you to the position where you can choose that person that is right for you. and that does want to invest and can put that work in, kind of thing. So it's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. It's an instant watch kind of a thing. Type your email address in very carefully, because if you get it wrong, you're not going to receive it. The email might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, your promotions folder. Check in those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal. This is a local crystal, by the way, from this island. How cool, huh? Click on the crystal. See crystal flower and shell in that email. Click on the crystal. On a device where you can open PDFs. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video, and when you click on that, if it doesn't take you to a video right away, just try it on a different device and it will. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, I already said that already, click like on this video, click on that subscribe button with that notification bell down there as well to hear more from me, and leave me a comment. Really helps me out, that stuff. So thank you so much for doing that. And yeah, if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to the deeper dive, then I'll see you in there very shortly. If you chose the slightly wilted flower here and the Muse Tarot, then this one's for you. Let's do your full Celtic cross spread now to find out about your love life flowers. Now, as always, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That is an extended reading that goes with it. So if you find that this is your story, or could be a story, you might want to get that, because in that I'm going to reveal the outcome cards from this Celtic cross spread. I'm also going to be getting cards out from all of these love decks that I've got back here for further clarity, possible timings as well, if that's appropriate for your reading as well. And yeah, if you're interested in that, toward the end of this reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for it in the description box and in the comments below. So let's get to it. What do you want to tell flowers about their love lives at the moment? What is this reading about? What's this reading about for flowers? It's about your wishes, star, and being hopeful. Ooh, hope. Maybe you've got someone in mind at the moment. It kind of feels like that. You've got your eye on someone at the moment. You're very hopeful. Well, the signs could be there that they're compatible and all of that, or what you've gathered so far, the evidence that you've gathered so far on them. Very hopeful. She's kind of looking longingly there, isn't she? Might be longing for someone at the moment, like, oh, he's amazing, she's amazing. Swoon kind of an energy. So you're hopeful about someone. What's crossing you in this at the moment? So what's working against you? What's hindering you in this at the moment? Ace of Voices. Truth. Oh, it's kind of hidden secrets in this. Or what if they're not telling me everything? What if I have what it's like waiting for the next shoe to drop. It's like, what about when I find out that hideous secret that they've got, and it all comes crashing down. This, see how they both got like this. Oh, it's so hard to do this that way. They've both got that coming out of their heads, right? Third eye. Projection. Something here about your wishes, what you're wishing for, is being projected out there. Or you might be projecting it onto someone else as well. Some of you might have your eye on someone at the moment that you've got an uneasy feeling about it, like they've got some secrets that you know is going to end it all. Or is that just fears that you've got? Let's find out. How are things looking on the face of it for flowers? How do things appear on the surface at the moment? Does it appear perfect? Is it like 10 of Pentacles-y kind of thing? Like, this is it, I think this is it, I think this is the one for me. Seems to be hopeful about that. Oh. Fool, ready for a new start. I've manifested this. This seems to be the one that I have been thinking of, like these wishes that are coming out here, but 5 of Voices, chaos and conflict. There's something not right about this. So it's not flowing as easily as you thought it would on the surface of it. You're ready for a new start, but are you ready? This seems to be in line with what I've been manifesting. So they've got this, and this about them, and these are the signs that have been showing up. It feels right. But there's some chaos and confusion there. In other words, like something that isn't flowing. There's some contrary indication about this. And you're like, well, if they were the right person for me, wouldn't it be like flowing nicely? Sorry about the construction noise. Building a place right outside the back here. It's going to take a long time, I think, too. They started building it years ago and then stopped. Pre-COVID. What's really behind this? I'm not happy that they've started again. It's good for the island, construction starting again, but not for my work and noise levels. Yeah. Anyway, what's behind this? Oh, it's the lovers. So you do have someone at the moment, right? Or your sight's set on someone at the moment. They seem like a match. You're like, okay, ready, bring it on. But something is scaring you here. Like, but what if I find out they've got a deal breaker secret? Why isn't it flowing properly? There's something that is not flowing properly in this. And that's making you question, wouldn't it be perfect? Like, if this person was perfect for me, wouldn't the universe be on our side and it all be flowing nicely? Well, not necessarily, because the universe is concerned in your growth, right? And their growth too. Of course, it's on both of your sides. And if you're not quite ready for each other, the universe knows that. And it might be taking you through lessons first. It's not necessarily a bad sign if there are hurdles along the way. Especially at the moment, especially about relationships where you seem to be being slowed down by the universe. It's a big thing at the moment in the readings, that, especially for twin flames. Anyway, let's see. Recent past, Zone of Inspiration. Ta-da! I'm here. This is you coming out of a self-protection kind of thing. So you might have been in hermit mode for a while. You might have been single for ages by choice, and you might be like, okay, I'm opening up, I'm ready now. I feel ready, I feel healed and ready to release those, to open up those bars, you know, not like bars where you go out drinking, to the bars that you put yourself behind, the locks and the gates and all of that kind of thing, hiding yourself away, and to come out and go, okay, reveal myself, get back out there again, ready for a relationship again. So that's your recent past. And then someone's caught your eye, huh? This lover. You had the head down at the time. They were just getting on with things. They didn't expect you to show up. It was you. You're looking up there like this, like exactly like this. You were looking up, like wishing, like, oh, my heart would be, I want a lover now. And they were busy, head down, doing something else, not expecting you at all. And then it's like, this is an important connection, you guys. You're questioning it at the moment, aren't you? Because it's not flowing perfectly, but I don't think that is anything to worry about. Well, let's see. What have you got coming in the near future? Because the universe will slow things down to protect something. If it's really sacred, it won't just let you rush into it. It will slow you right down. It's a healthy thing. Queen of Inspiration is coming in. So this is you taking decisive action to claim something that you want. So it's you having a lot of clarity, but it's more than clarity. It's more passion. Like, you know what? I want this. Okay. And that makes me believe that you're not in that energy yet. You're in this indecisiveness at the moment. You're hoping, the Fool. And then to the Magician is really good. You're manifesting it. But then, now, chaos and conflict. Or something contentious, some obstacle. It feels to me like you're going to get into this energy in the near future of going, no, God damn it, I want this. This is for me. I just want to pursue this. I don't know if it's my happily ever after, but I want to pursue this. Queen of Inspiration, then you take action on it. It's you that's taking action as well, I'm being shown here. What is this reading also about? It's about your wishes, about the star. It's you being hopeful about someone, that someone is right for you. This reading is also about the Two of Inspiration. Making a choice of what action to take. Have you been sitting back waiting for them to take action? Perhaps you're going to get to the point where you're like, okay, it's me that's got to take action. Even if you're the feminine, even if you want the masculine to be the masculine and take action, the feminine opens the door for the masculine to take action. And feminine is the one that drops a hanky on the floor so that the man can pick it up. She's the one that adds them on Facebook to open that door so that the masculine can, like, accept that friend request and then get in touch. The masculine needs permission from the feminine to come forward. You need to open the door And that could be all it takes. But you might need to get yourself to the point as well, I'll be the one that takes action. And even though I really want them to be the masculine one and step up, I'll be the one that takes action. And then as you do that, they step forward because you didn't realize all you had to do was give them permission. And you're taking a bit of action to open that door, brings them in. Makes sense, yeah? What are your fears? I know straight away what the fears are. Well, I can't possibly do that because then I make myself vulnerable to them going, no, I don't like you, or not taking that action, you know, not meeting you there. Of course, the normal fears come up then. Anyway, let's see what the cards say. Six of Materials. They're not going to reciprocate. They're not going to respond to me. They're not going to message me back. They're not going to add me on Facebook. They're not going to respond. They're not going to reciprocate. Of course, it's a rejection. Your fears are they're not going to reciprocate. Six of Voices. That they're unavailable. That they can't move forward. That they won't move forward. That the obstacles. Okay, it's the obstacles. They can't surpass these obstacles. Seven emotions that they're just going to go, nah, I'm not sure. Think about it. I feel like you guys, you're either thinking, I've either got to be in my masculine energy and ask them out and do all the work, and I really don't want to do that, or sit back and wait for them, and that ain't working either because nothing happens. I think you guys haven't realized that there's a middle ground. I've just told you what it is. The feminine takes some action to open the door, to give permission to the masculine. You may now approach me, masculine. I've taken a little bit of action so that you know you're allowed to come in. Enough action that they know that they're allowed, that they've got permission to approach you. You may approach me now. I like you, masculine. What are your hopes? What are your hopes? Eight of Materials. To reap rewards from the work that you put into a relationship. So you want the reciprocation, yeah. You want to reap the rewards of work that you put into a relationship. So you want it to be a two-sided thing. Queen of Voices, you're hoping to have strong boundaries and to be able to uphold those boundaries within this. So you might have been, suddenly does. You might have been the kind of person that drops all boundaries and opens yourself up completely and have allowed yourself to get hurt in that way in relationships. Whereas a healthy approach to relationships would be keeping your self-love intact, keeping your boundaries intact, giving each other space, that kind of thing, but also being in a relationship too. So, yeah, you're hoping for that you don't drop all boundaries. Let's get your outcome cards out and see where this is headed. I'm going to reveal these outcome cards in the deeper dive. Okay, that's a good one to come out first. Got another character coming in here. What else? Then you've got, okay, and yes, and then I'll get 4 cards out for you, I think. There we go. Oh, amazing. Love it. Okay, 4 cards out. Nice progression for you. I'm going to get timings out for this for you. I'll also be getting cards out from all of these decks as well to give you clarity on this. Let's find out how to move you forward with all of this. And yeah, give some clarity on where this is headed and when. So if you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, that deeper dive, which is about 15 American dollars right now. It's an instant watch kind of a thing. Type your email address in very carefully, because if you get it wrong, you're not going to receive it. No, the email might end up in your inbox. It might end up in your spam, your junk, your promotions folder, places like that. That your email system stashes them away so you can't find them. In that email, you'll see a link to the crystal, to the flower, and the shell. Click on the flower on a device where you can open PDFs. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video. And when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device and it will. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave a comment as well and click on that subscribe button with that notification bell down there. That really helps me out, so thank you for taking the time out to do that for me. And so if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this, and if you're coming with me to the deeper dive, then I'll see you in there very shortly. If you chose the shell and the Tarot of Mystical Moments, this one's for you. Let's do a full Celtic cross for you about your love life. Shells, as usual, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That is an extended reading that goes with this. So if you find that this is your story, it could be a story, you might want to get that, because I will be revealing the outcome cards from this Celtic cross spread in that deeper dive. I will also be getting cards out from all of these romance decks that I've got back here for further clarity, and timeline cards out as well, if that is appropriate for your reading too. So if you're interested in that, toward the end of this reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. What's this reading about? It's about the Seven of Swords. Oh, it's about deception. Oh no. Oh, this should be a juicy reading. Who has deceived you? Now or in the past, are you being deceived by someone? Or are you deceiving yourself at the moment? It's all about deception, wrong thinking, overthinking things. It's all about thoughts freaking you right out. What is hindering you in this? Oh, some of you might have someone deceiving you here. What's hindering you in this? Six of Pentacles. Okay. Six of Pentacles is the reciprocation card. Some of you are deceiving yourself. Some of you might be being breadcrumbed at the moment, hardly receiving anything back from someone. You might be deceiving yourself that it is reciprocal when it's not, when they don't have as much to offer. Some of you are so loving and giving that you can love on someone and think that they're great. When they just give you a bit of attention kind of thing. And you're like, no, they're amazing, they're so talented, and they've got all this going for them, and they're really not at all. They might have a talent or something like that, but you kind of treating them like as if they're your child and bigging them up kind of thing, when they're a full-grown adult and they're really not showing much potential at all. I think this could be about self-deception, about how much someone else has to offer, or whether someone even is reciprocating or not. Now, how can you tell if this is happening for you? Well, your friends will know, right? Your friends might be saying to you, I don't think this is the person for you, or you seem to be making excuses for them. Like when you don't do something for you, you make an excuse for them. There's telltale signs in you like that. You need to not be in the fantasy about someone so much, I think, here. How do things appear on the face of it? King of Swords, like it's clear as can be. They're clear, you're clear on them kind of thing. Ten of Pentacles, this is my happily ever after. Five of Swords is chaos and confusion. And a bit of a fight, really. They are my person. They just need to realize it. They just need to get clarity on that. They just don't know yet. They just haven't realized that they're my person yet. Watch out. Like, watch out. It's Ten of Pentacles. It's appearances kind of thing. But these cards around it, I don't know. It's appearing like they need to get clarity on something. They just need to realize that I'm the person for them. Are you sure? Are you sure you're the person for them? Are you sure they're even the person for you? I think this is self. So I don't think anyone's deluding you here. And this is the kind of thing that when you delude yourself that they're right for you, and then when eventually it comes out that they're not, that's when you throw them under a bus and say, they deceived me. Are you sure they deceived you, or are you deceiving yourself about them? Because sometimes we make stories up about people. And then when those stories aren't true, they don't live up to be the fantasy that we created in our head. It's not even real. We throw them under a bus and like, ow, you hurt me because you weren't that person I fabricated you to be. How very disappointing, you know? How very disappointing you are. You lied to me when they actually didn't at all. Okay, what's really behind this? Ten of Pentacles, King of Swords, Five of Swords. That's how it appears on the face of it. But they just need to realize that you're the one for them. What's really behind that is Six of Swords. Anchoring something in. The Six of Swords is about movement. It's about moving away from the hard stuff, moving toward the easy stuff. It's about moving through the obstacles. Through the obstacles, I heard. Not over the obstacles, past the obstacles, not trying to avoid the obstacles, but through the obstacles. I think the person that you are focused on at the moment has got some important lessons for you about self-deception, about something that you've been doing. Perhaps it's called giving people the benefit of the doubt or something like that. It might not even be as pronounced as you're putting someone up on a pedestal when they're not there at all. Like, imagine, like, you got a homeless person in front of you that's like just not showing any potential. They've got no love for themselves at all, and just giving up on life. And then you're trying to tell everyone that the most amazing person in the world. There's a disconnect there, right? That would be really obvious, that kind of scenario here. It doesn't have to be that. It could be something much more subtle than that, of you kind of rose-tinted spectacles, but more in the fantasy kind of thing of potential. It's like someone's potential. Is that what you've done before? You've fallen in love with someone's potential rather than who they're actually being. How about falling in love with someone for exactly as they are if they never change another day in their life? That's way healthier than falling in love with the potential of someone. Falling in love with the potential of someone is no good at all. Save that stuff for your children, or people that you're mentoring in your business or whatever. Not for romantic relationships. Choose someone as the being right now. Anyway, past. What's your recent past energy? Strategic. 5 of Wands, being strategic. So you have made a choice here of what actions to take. Be very strategic about it. So you have been putting some time and effort into the choice process of relationships. So you've not just been willy-nilly choosing whoever's giving you some attention. So we don't have an extreme case of it here. Some of you might have been an extreme case of this before, but we don't have an extreme case of it anymore, but you still have some of this self-deception left. I think for some of you, it's just, it's that whole thing of they're not making that much effort. Making some effort and that's enough for you, but it's not, and it shouldn't be enough for you. And yeah, I think it could be showing up for some of you. Let me know in the comments below, but your friends you might be making excuses to your friends about them, and that's a sure sign this person's not enough for you. Near future. What's going on in the near future? Justice. There you go. Your true match, your justice. Coming in the near future. Balance. Very good. Don't know whether it's going to be this person or not. Probably not. People don't change. But you might get to see this clear. You see, you might get to see this person clearly and then decide against them and then move toward what it is that you do want. I heard clearly with the 6 of Swords. 6 of Swords is a card of like getting out of choppy waters to calmer waters. It's the card of the universe helping you through the obstacles. And I kept on hearing that it's through the obstacles. It's not trying to avoid the obstacles. It's not any of that stuff. Your job here isn't to avoid these lessons. It's to heed the lessons. Take heed of these lessons that are being shown to you. It feels like you've got a very important clue in the person that you're focused on at the moment. It's got something to do with reciprocation and something to do with you not seeing the truth of it. Self-deception here, and you need to stop doing that. You need to stop doing that completely. You need to get like 100% real with yourself. Right, okay. Let's get the facts on the table. What's the evidence here? How much effort they're putting in. Check the boxes. Be brutally honest with yourself. Don't be brutal with yourself, but you know what I mean. Be like 100% honest with yourself. Are they actually? How many messages are they sending me? Or am I just making it up and making excuses for them? Well, they're busy, and they've got a lot of work and stuff. No, anyone can send a message. Anyone can send a message. I'm busy with my work and stuff. And I know my friends will say, no, you don't, Claire, though. We don't hear from you when you're making your videos, and they don't. They really don't. I don't reply. I don't reply at all. I don't even see them once I've recorded the videos. On Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, I record my videos. From when I do my live, I don't know, I might look at messages after my live finishes, but generally now I'm straight into recording the videos. And when I've finished and all the editing and everything, then I'll look at my messages. But sometimes I go to the bathroom and the phone's a camera, so generally not when I'm doing videos, but sometimes I do have a spare phone here. I can look at messages. If I had a partner, I probably would. I probably would, in fact, pick this spare phone up a little bit more often and message. Got any? Got a software update and a business suite notification. I even have that set so that it doesn't tell me what the notifications actually are. There's just one there. I don't want to be disrupted, you see. But anyway, my point isn't that. My point is, people can. If it's important to them, they can, you know. And if I was in a relationship, I would. Even like on the bathroom break, or just before I hit record on this, I went to the fridge and I got myself a big drink of water. And that's when I could message too. Do you know what I mean? If it's important, then I would. So don't be making excuses for your person. Anyway, you got your justice, your balance coming in, but only once you recognize it. Only when you can be really clear. The sword is up in the air. That means that the truth is out, kind of thing. Once you're really clear, head's in the clouds. Don't let your head be in the clouds. There, you need to get your head below the clouds and see clearly. What's this reading also about? It's about the Seven of Swords, and it's about the King of Cups. Who loves you? Now, this is really important. Who loves you then? Is it the one that says, but you know I love you? Let me tell you, I had someone that told me, I love you, right? I love you just fine. When I questioned how unloving that they were being. They didn't. Love is an action. They wouldn't do a thing for me, in fact. And when they did do something, they really resented it. They said, no one else would do that for you now. It was so unloving, it was unbelievable. And when I brought that up with them, they're like, but I do love you, you know. I love you just fine. Now, King of Cups is the one that loves you. Who loves you and how can you tell? How can you tell? Well, it's the people that take action toward you. We've got different love languages, yeah. But don't trust what someone says. Trust their actions, trust the evidence. Especially because this has come out with the Seven of Swords. You might even be telling your friends, no, they love me, but they do love me, you know, but at least they love me, you know. Your friends might be bringing up, but they didn't do that. They didn't, like, your boyfriend hasn't shown up again or whatever. And you're like, yeah, but they do love me. Someone that loves you prioritizes you. Yeah, but they've got work and everything. It's like, yeah, we've all got work. We're all human beings. We all have to work because we use this money thing. Buys us food and a house over, roof over our head. We've all got that. But we love too. If someone's important to you, show up and you make the effort, right? That's my point. See, this self-deception thing, I'm just getting this feeling you might be doing that. I'm joining you. If your friends are saying stuff like that to you, I'm joining with these energies. I agree with them on that. Stop making excuses for you personally. You will have no doubt if someone loves you properly, because they're going to be sweeping you off your feet. Not loving and bothering you from the start, but it's going to build to that. You'll have no doubt that they love you and you won't need to make excuses for them. In fact, everyone else will be going like, you two, could you get a room? Like, you know, they'll be like, your friends will be more like, to your partner, could you leave her alone? Because we want her back sometimes. Like, you don't have to be together all the time. You know, it's that kind of thing. It's going to be so very, very different, the dynamics between you and your friends and you and them. Go off evidence. And be more honest with yourself about the evidence that is there. What are your fears? Your fears are that the work that you've put into this, you're not going to reap the rewards from it. Well, yeah. If you're not reaping rewards from something, cut your losses now. Don't put more work into it just because you put work into it before and it hasn't paid back yet. Don't keep on putting work into it, thinking the work that you put in previously is wasted if you don't carry on. It's just more of a waste if you carry on. Fears? Any more fears? Any more fears? Knight of Cups. Look at this Knight of Cups, just playing with a heart there. That's not very good. You know, there's some readers that believe that the Knight of Wands is a player kind of an energy because of the passion and stuff. But the Knight of Cups Knights aren't the best energy. They take movement forward and stuff, and the Knight of Cups can be seen as a love offer because of that. But in this, just playing the heart there. Player. I'm getting player energy from this. So you might be fearful that this person is a player. They've got other things going on. You know, and yeah, if someone's got other things going on, they're going to have less time for you, making less effort for you. I'm not getting huge energy on that though, but it's one of your fears anyway, so fears aren't true. Hopes? What are your hopes? Your hopes are for the Two of Cups and the Lovers. Sweet. So a very big love offer and the Lovers, of course, that's what you want. Ace of Cups, even more so. New start and Seven of Pentacles and tending that environment. Someone that makes an effort and all of that, putting the effort in, you know, get that harvest. So absolutely, you want that. What a shame those cards didn't come out for the outcome. Let's get your outcome cards out here. Of course, I'm going to be revealing these outcome cards to you. I'll probably get 4 out. Nice. 4 out for a progression kind of an outcome here for you. We're revealing those in the deeper dive. Very interesting. And yeah, I'll also be getting cards out from all of these love decks as well to show you those. Get more guidance for you. So we've got 2 outcome cards out at the moment. Oh. Okay. Wow. 4 outcome cards here. Wow. Yeah, it's very interesting. So if you are interested in knowing what they are, and we're taking you through that progression, possible timelines I'm getting out here as well, and all of these cards, guidance for you, even more, then get that deeper dive. I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. It's an instant watch kind of a thing. Type your email address in very carefully, because if you get it wrong, you're not going to receive it. The email might end up in your inbox. It might end up in your spam, your junk, your promotions folder. Check in those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, to the flower, and to the shell. Click on the shell on a device that you can open PDFs with. And in that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video. And when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, try it on a different device and it will. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave a comment. Click on the subscribe button with that notification bell as well to hear more from me. This is where you're leaving me. Good luck with all of this. And if you're coming with me to the deep dive, I'll see you in there very shortly.